Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a little bit about putting decimals on a number line. So we kind of have a job list here going on, but I'm going to put you over here and I'm going to make a number line. And at one end of the number line, I'm going to have 0. And at the other end of the number line, I'm going to have a 1. Okay, now we're talking decimals, but when you get confused about decimals, it's helpful to think about fractions. So if I were to put my finger right in the middle here, you would probably say, well, that's like half. You're right, it is like half. What's half of 1 as a decimal? You might think 0 and 5/10. You're totally right. So you can think of it a little bit like that. The other way you can think about it is if you think about if we have 0 and 1/10, 0 and 2/10, 0 and 3/10, we think about fractions, 1/10, 2/10, it would go all the way up to 10/10. 10/10 is the same as 1. If you have 10 pieces of a pizza and you ate all 10, you would eat the whole pizza, right? So when you have between 0 and 1, and you know you're going to have 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, all those ways of breaking it down, you can cut your number line into 10 pieces. So if you want to think of it kind of like a pizza, think of it as a different food, like fruit by the foot. If you had fruit by the foot, you have it all stretched out. It's one whole fruit by the foot. But now if you want to make it some decimals, you're going to cut your fruit by the foot up into 10 equal pieces. Remember, fractions have to be equal, and so do decimal placements. So you're going to cut it into 10 equal pieces to show your tenths. Okay, so I like to put the middle mark down just to eyeball, so I would know that that's my half. And then I would have to have 5 here and 5 here, so I kind of do this. I'm not the most equal person. So then I would go here, about there. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th line is right at the 1. I'm not counting this. So I'm starting here with 1, 2, and then I go all the way up, and 10/10 is right there. So the first part would be 0 and 1/10. I would also, as a fraction, call it 1/10. 2/10. 0 and 2/10. Okay, so where would 0 and 7/10 be? Well, if this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0 and 7/10. I'm just counting my pieces. So tenths is the same as cutting something into 10 pieces. So you can think about that as a fraction or a decimal. Now, when you think about hundredths, that would mean that I would cut my 0 to 1 into 100 pieces. So there would be 10 little pieces in here, and I'm not sure if I can do this, but you would have 10 pieces here, and then another 10 pieces between these two lines. So it would be teeny tiny, but that's what I would do. And this very first line, I'm going to put a little arrow to it, would be 1/100th. It's one teeny tiny piece out of 100 pieces to get to the 1. Okay, I know you're gonna have a little bit of trouble with that today. So watch this a couple times, draw out your number line, and try placing 0 and 1/10, 0 and 9/10. Try to vary it around before you try that seesaw activity today, okay? Good luck. Let me know if you need a little help with this, and work with those decimal cards that you have. Make your own big number line and see if you can put them on your number line, okay? Good luck.